Also will er diesen Zyklus zerstören. Momentan.
That's a lot to take in at once.
Lady Aglaia, please, let me explain.
Go on.
You know that the core flame of death has always been the greatest unknown regarding the Era Nova, which is why both you and Kindness desire to gain the power to control that core flame in the approaching Citizens' Assembly. Professor Anaxa has come to a consensus with Kindness. They want to suspend the trial once Thanatos' core flame is reclaimed, hoping thus to eradicate death from this world. If they're successful, then the flame chase journey will cease, and Akama can enjoy everlasting peace. But I know this runs counter to your wishes. So long as we do not usher in Era Nova, the Black Tide will never be eradicated. Even with Lord Mighty on the front line, and the Black Tide not posing an immediate risk, the danger nevertheless remains. Honestly, it's difficult for me to assess the pros and cons in this decision. But someone must bring the core flame before we can begin negotiations over it. The Titan could be very near. I cannot let this chance slip by. Besides, someone has to make this trip to bring back Mr. Soul.
Well said. You already had every reason to seek an audience with Thanatos. It's that great performer who has weaponized your wishes and placed us in this difficult situation. A world without death. Do you desire that too?
If fate dictates that my path must oppose yours, I will do all I can to resist it and protect what I aspire to achieve. Lord Mighty showed me that without taking the first step, all talk of what follows is moot.
Castorice, du hast dich verändert. Worte verlegen. Ach, Worte verlegen lächeln. Hast dich verändert.
I have always hoped to hear you speak your mind, Cass. And I am glad to have heard your true thoughts. Styxia. I visited that place in the past. Though it is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, it's not hard to see its former splendor. Go. I will not stand in your way. As for you, you are someone who has cheated death. I believe you have more than enough reason to make the trip with Castorice and meet the god of death himself. Castorice, I too look forward to your journey. I wonder what kinds of new interpretations your completed story will bring to the flame chase journey.
Thank you, Lady Aglaia.
I hate to put a damper on this heartwarming moment, but if Styxia is now an island surrounded by the river of Soul's torrents, then how do we find a way in? Lady Treby is probably...
Und sie taucht auf.
The answer is
doch
quite
nicht.
simple. In the myths, Zagreus once made the domain of the dead their treasure vault. That is to say, they could enter and leave the nether realm as they pleased. And if they could do that, then it follows that the demigod who inherited their divinity must be capable of the same. I'll see you at Marmorial Palace at Action Hour tomorrow. Cypher shall be your guide to finding that ancient city.
Der turbulente Tag geht endlich zu Ende, alle zerstreut sich, jeder in seine eigenen Gedanken versunken. Namenlose Rückkehrerin und Dienerin erzählte ihr von einem Geheimnis des Mythos und ein Glätter kam, um die Antwort auf die verbotenen Rätsel zu finden. Auf den Seiten des Buches werden die während der Reise ans Licht gebracht in Wahrheiten festgehalten. Dann hänge es also noch nicht zurück. Achso, das ist aufgegangen, weil ich davor stand.
Hey, friend. Is the debate finally over? Did you win?
Wir sind gleich auf mit dem Ältestenrat.
Oh, that means victory is around the corner. Well, moving on. I was hard at work even while you were at the debate. I borrowed a mountain of books from Cass to see if I could find a way to solve your problem. Let's see. I still have only 32 books to go.
Schon gut, wir haben einen Weg gefunden.
Really? Oh, that's fantastic news. I knew it. Hard work always pays off. Especially if you're as diligent as ma'am. I feel like a huge burden has finally been lifted off my shoulders. Why are my eyelids so heavy all of a sudden?
Ich geh gleich mit. Kann ich auch, Alter. Okay, wir können im Moment nichts tun, ruhen wir uns erstmal aus.
You're right. Then I'll go back to...
Mimi. Wie es ihr Gewohnheit ist, schlüpft Mimi mit erstaunlicher Flinkheit zurück in ihr geheimes kleines Versteck. Gute Nacht, Mimi, gute Nacht, Okema. Ist doch jetzt nach, oder? Ja, das wird mir auch echt auf den Sack gehen. Später irgendwann in Okema.
Cass? What a surprise.
Lady Treby,
Is something troubling you?
I just wanted to speak to Lady Trian for a bit before I set off. No matter how breathtakingly beautiful Styxia once was, the place is now the domain of the departed. There is no telling what we'll encounter there. I don't want to have any regrets.
Has anyone told you that your eyes are sparkling today?
Is that a figure of speech?
In the past, when you did smile once in a while, all of us could see that your heart remained troubled even as you smiled.
Lady Treby, you know perfectly well that see you tomorrow is nothing but a white lie. I hope your toughness is not a mask hiding a lonely heart.
Cass, you hardly ever talked of your past. None of us knows what you went through, apart from Maggie. But we know it must have been filled with pain and hardships, as it is the fate every Chrysosaur is destined to live out. We are just happy for you that the core flame you're meant to inherit has finally surfaced.
Isn't it a little too soon to say that?
Nein, das nennt man Plot, Alter.
But you already know where tomorrow is, don't you? There is no need to rely on anyone else. Just give it your all and leave no regrets. We have always believed that your embrace is just as warm as everyone else's, because we embrace others to comfort them. And Cass, you're the kindest Chrysosaur we know.
Thank you, Lady Treby. This feeling... it's hard to put into words. I suddenly found myself with so many wishes. So much I want to accomplish before setting off.
Then go do it, Cass. Trian was actually working on a surprise gift for you. It's a pity she didn't get to finish it. But now Trinan and I are working on it, and we'll make sure to give it to you. So, let's meet back here when you return from Styxia.
Oh. Gleichzeitig. Ich kann nicht schlafen. Bisschen heller. Wer könnte das sein? Wer kommt überhaupt auf die Scheiße, den Titan zu machen, der die ganze Zeit alles heller leuchtet? Können wir wenigstens mal die Batterie rausdrehen? Der Burger King? Hat zu lange gedauert, sorry. Hey!
I hope I didn't wake you.
In meinem Alter ist Schlafluxus.
I'm glad to see you're as full of life as ever. I'm here because of private matters, actually. If it isn't too much to ask, I'd really like it if you could come along with me to retrieve something.
Wie erwartet, Handarbeit. Boah, ich fühle mich auf einmal so schläfrig, Alter, das ist echt arschig. Sicher, gehen wir.
Aren't you going to ask me what it is? It isn't a long way from here. Shall we?
I'd love to go in and take a look. Have you heard? Seems like all the rooms are full.
Okay, wo gehen wir hin?
Faith can dispel the black tide.
The streets are packed.
I want to vote. Tell me how I can vote.
Take your ceramic shard engraved with the Kefali rune, select the Council of Elders in your heart, and pray silently until the shard registers your choice. Then toss it into the Dolium.
Was? Wie wär's, wenn du Zettel ausführst?
The Council of Elders? More like the Council of Buffoons? The Black Tide took my hometown long ago! Who are they kidding with bringing back Erechrysia? It's all a sham to create their own Erechrysia in Akama!
The Titans are just. So long as we do not overstep our bounds again, we will not incur divine wrath.
Oh, please. The time when these deranged Titans should have vacated their spot to the demigods is long overdue. You'll see soon enough, you old bogey.
Was? So alt schaut die gar nicht aus.
The Lanterns smack some sense into you with their scales. We shall see how this turns out.
That was quite a spectacle.
So alt schaut sie gar nicht aus, Alter. Ja, ein weiterer friedlicher Tag in Okima.
I suppose peaceful is technically correct if no actual violence happened.
Ja, dann sollten wir mal damit anfangen.
To this day, I still find it almost unreal that Akama is the only place illuminated by light amidst the crumbling ruins of Amphorius. And its people are even holding votes to reconcile differing opinions. This peaceful sight is making me forget that this is the end times.
Genau darum geht es bei der Flammenjagd. Solltest du dich inzwischen nicht daran gewöhnt haben? Du siehst sehr verwirrt aus. Solltest du dich inzwischen daran gewöhnt haben?
Before coming here, I had lived for many years in Idonia, a city of rime and frost. The people there were devotees of Thanatos, and were well known for their unique burial rites and traditions. Traditions that I played a major role in.
Wegen des Fluchs, der auf dir lastet?
Yes. You now know me as the Mortician of Akama. But back in those days, I was Idonia's Maiden of War.
Was?
I was trudging across the frosty plains on my own when the Idonians found me. They saw the curse in me as a blessing from Thanatos, and believed that my hands could correct the Erechrysia's mistake and lead them to meet the great god of death. They provided me shelter, but in return, I was expected to grant merciful deaths to war captives, prisoners bound for execution, and heroes alike.
Das ist eine Art Selbststerbebegleitung? Das ist nicht einfach die Arbeit eines Henkers?
Yes. No matter how kind or cruel the means, nothing can change the essence of death. Taking away someone's life is never worthy of religious worship.
Okay.
I can't do it. Their voices, they pierce my ears. The pleading, the thanks.
Ah, I know that feeling, child. I was once as lost as you are now. But you must respect those walking towards death. Just like how you should respect yourself as the holy maiden granting humans glory and liberation.
What you're asking me to do is no better than the task of an executioner. And yet you want me to respect myself. No matter the titles, I am still taking away human lives.
This won't be the first time that Edonia's fanatical nether warriors have faced death. On the contrary, recruits new to the battlefield often run away from their first fight. Death is the mightiest and gravest power in this world. The fact that you can wield it means you are deserving of respect.
That's such a twisted reason.
Then let me tell you a story.
Wie wär's, wenn du einfach berührst, dann ist die Sache rum.
In Idonia, the great swords commonly used by executioners are called Draconian, in memory of Drakon, an elderly executioner. The sword has 3 air holes along its body. If the sword is swung down swiftly and accurately, the holes would make no sound, and the executed would also depart this world quickly and painlessly. But should the executioner have any hesitation, the holes would produce a piercing whistle. On that cue, the screams of the executed are sure to follow. Every executioner after Drakon is to hone their sword skills every day in preparation of future executions. Every swing of their blade must be more resolute than the last, for failing to do so will bring pain. Pain for the dying, as well as pain for themselves.
No. I can never get used to this.
You misunderstand, child. I am not telling you to get used to it. I'm asking you to consider the source of the dead's suffering, and use that knowledge to fortify your future touches with more and more determination. Go, walk with the dead, and love them as you love life. Then you'll no longer hear those noises.
Please, don't kill me. I don't want to die.
Was? Ich soll das jetzt machen?
This is your duty. Remember, consider the source of the dead's suffering, then give them the respect they deserve.
Thank you. I beg you, don't listen to her.
Nein.
If you cannot learn to accept death, then Idonia has no place for you. This is your last chance. Do it.
No, please, I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you.
Ah, ich wusste, Alter, dumme Sau.
No.
Du berührst mit einem Finger sanft die Stirn des Gefangenen, sein Gesicht ist blass, seine Augen flackern vor Angst, sein Körper zittert unkontrolliert. Ist es aus Angst, Wut oder Hass? Ist eine sogenannte barmherzige Berührung des Todes nicht einfach eine Lüge? Die dunkelvioletten Flecken breiten sich wie Blütenblätter auf dem Gesicht des zum Tode Verurteilten aus und scheinen dann von Quellwasser überschwemmt zu werden, das sein Körper durchflutet. Sein Zittern hört auf und die Schreie, die um Gnade flehen, verwandeln sich langsam in ein Seufzen als Wimmern, als er vor sich hin murmelt. Schnell verfällt alles in eine Totenstille, verwandelt sich in einen pechschwarzen Tau, der vom Wind verweht wird. Du hörst deinen eigenen Herzschlag, der das schwere Atmen übertönt.
May you gain some insights through his sacrifice.
Is this all?
No. Come with me. This is just the beginning of your life as the Maiden of War.
executioner!
Hat sich dem Team vorübergehend angeschlossen. Was soll denn die Scheiße heißen? Ich hab sie selber. Voll der Betrug. Ich mach einen Garten, Alter. Kann ich die eigentlich auf einer Stelle sammeln? Cool.
Holy maiden!
Go. Grant her glorious death.
Thank you.
Do it then, executioner.
You heard him.
I curse you to live in eternal pain.
Kann ich die eigentlich angreifen? Oh ja. Warum kann ich die Wachen platt machen? Ihr macht's mal selber.
Embrace a new life.
That won't do.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Das Ding ist schon echt übel, Alter. Oder es schaut auf jeden Fall echt übel aus.
Please. Grant me release.
Unheilbar kranke Hirtin.
When will this ever end?
Come. Fulfill your duty.
Bei ihr?
What are you trying to do with me?
I have aged. The time has come for me to heed the summons of Thanatos and journey to their domain, the final resting place of every Idonian.
You're not that old yet. You still have many, many years ahead of you.
No. I'm already dead. For I have come to fear my declining health and impending death. Ah, Castorice. Will you give me one last chance to charge towards fear and prove that I am no coward?
I can't take this anymore.
Child, it was I who brought you here from the frosty plains and set your farcical fate in motion. It was also I, Chief Executioner of Idonia, who forced the heavy duty of executing others onto you. I've always known that you have doubts and even anger about my faith and about me.
I never had a choice.
Indeed. We essentially abducted you. Yet you can end any sinful life with just a touch of your fingers. Shouldn't it be easy for you to escape from here?
I'll never do that. It doesn't matter how lightly the Idonians take death, or how readily they accept it. I simply can't do it.
I knew I was right about you.
What do you mean?
I've taught you and cared for you as my own daughter all this time because of this blessing that's been with you since your birth. I know no one else in the world would understand the weight of life and death more than you do. In the eyes of an Idonian, death is the end of all life. A destination we will all eventually reach. Humans should not resist it, but learn how to face it. You can only live your life to the fullest after understanding this principle. And when you do, even if you eventually leave Idonia's protection, even if you must carry the curse forever, you can live with your head held high, like everyone else.
No! How can I?
Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve to be. Come now. It's time. I've already taught you all that I know. Show me that you are a fitting holy maiden. Or at least, that you possess the resolve.
Ist die jetzt da drin?
Emerge from your cocoon.
Was ist jetzt passiert? Ich habe das noch nie benutzt. Brutzel weg, Alter. Wow.
May death protect us.
Until everything burns to ashes!
Forever triumph! Victory is inevitable! The fearless knows not fear.
Das war ja mal nix von denen.
This was the last time I followed her command. I gently touched the elderly woman before me. The executioner, who had seen too much death, died the same way as everyone else. A gasp for air, a wistful look in her eyes, and a barely perceptible tremor in her fingertips. Elder Amunet, the person who tried to teach me about death, ultimately vanished like dew in the morning mist. She spent her life embodying the beliefs of the Idonians, and when death finally came, she embraced it exactly as their doctrine had taught. I have nothing but respect for her. I erected a cenotaph in her honor in the marshes outside Idonia's city walls with the others I had laid to rest. Then, I set out once more in search of Thanatos. It was a long, long journey. I heard so many discussions about death along the way. Life finds meaning in death. The world improves because there is an end. It seems the most terrible darkness in this world. Everyone talks about its heavy weight. Some resist it, some worship it, and some even revere it. How did a disappeared titan become the deepest fear of humankind? And why do they haunt my dreams? I continued my travels to seek an answer. Initially, I was running away. Then, I started searching for it. And now, at the end, I just want to know if my touch, if my embrace, can do more than taking things away. Can I make anything? Can I leave anything behind?
I don't want to die. Please, I'm begging you to
Was?
let me go. I don't want to die, please. I don't want mercy like this. Just let me go. I need him. I don't.
I hate these icy hands.
Die spielen den Anime hier drin ab oder die Szene, was sie rausgehauen haben? Cool. Ist doch nicht neu, das gab's auf der Honkai-Seite schon lang.
Get it over with. End its suffering. The Reaper has blessed your hands. Only you can grant them peace. Embrace death. Walk alongside it.
Is that you, Castorice? All of them have gone, heeding death's summon, crossing into their domain. I must go too. I don't fear it, just I have some regrets.
watching people leave this world again and again. It must be lonely for you. You must want to desperately embrace them before they go.
I can't. These hands, they're too cold.
But big sister Castorice, your hands are so warm. Just like anyone else's. So go on. Don't hold back.
Give me a warm hug.
Can hands like these really be warm? On the day that Orynyx's trial ended, you must have had many questions. I felt just as confused. Why, as someone from beyond the sky, were you so cruelly dragged into Amphorius's fate? I wished I could take action, but no matter how hard I try, I cannot simply interact with the living as ordinary people do. Even when we brushed against each other unintentionally in the grove, and it was obvious that nothing had happened, when an almost unattainable hope finally welled up in my heart, when I thought that perhaps my touch would no longer bring sorrow, fate declared to me, it wasn't that the curse of death had finally been lifted, but that your soul no longer belonged to this world. And there was nothing left for my hands to take. And did I really think this time would be any different? It's not that I don't understand this reality, just that I'm unwilling to accept it. Having walked such a long road, I am still unable to find the answer to life and death. I am resigned to eternal despair. Anything I wish to hold on to, death will inevitably wrest from my grasp. From that moment on, I lacked the courage to confirm it again. Until Orynyx laid bare the cruel truth before us. But now, perhaps I might have one last chance. Long ago, Trinan read a prophecy to me. At the end of the Sea of Flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I found no surprise in it, for her words sounded not like a foretelling, but a perfect reflection of my past. Embraces in this world are born of reunions. Yet, my touch speaks only of farewells. In that moment, I had no doubt that this destiny would weave itself through the entirety of my life. And yet, things have taken a turn for the better. Now that I can finally have an audience with Thanatos, perhaps I can rewrite the meaning of that fated prophecy. I have no reason not to give it my all, for your sake, and for my own.
Danke, dass du mir deine Gedanken mitgeteilt hast. Sollte ich so tun, als hätte ich nichts gehört? Danke, dass du mir deine Gedanken mitgeteilt hast.
With that, I won't have any regrets.